Hello YouTube, Sam D. Sherman here with another Nexus night at home. This time I've brought Mirru's Pyke deck from the top 8 of Hartford. I have played this deck a couple times at local Nexus nights. I've gone 3-0 both times, and I find this deck fascinating. All of the games that I've played both with and against this Pyke deck, the Pyke deck looks totally pathetic. Like all the units are like totally useless, and um like it just like scores a point, runs away, you know, replay a treasure hunter in your base or whatever. But then like somehow at the end of it, I came out victorious every time with the Pyke deck. So I'm hoping to learn a bit more about like why this deck works and like how I should actually be thinking about the games. Um, but so I think the most important cards in here are the Bewitching Spirit, which you can use to repeatedly attack your opponent's hand and kind of take their ability to plan ahead and kind of save tricks away. And then once you can get rid of their whole hand, then you can clear their whole board with Falling Star or Void Seeker. Falling Star in particular, I think, is a really, really strong card that's significantly underplayed in the meta right now compared to how strong it is, because the double red cost really restricts the amount of decks that can actually use it well. Like, for example, I don't even play it in my Rengar deck because I just don't have enough red runes to support it. But it is really powerful. Like Hui is a really big important unit that is very difficult to take down without giving away a bunch of value, and Falling Star just cleanly nails it. And there are many other situations that Falling Star is great for as well. Hopefully we'll get to see some of those during the video. And then what else? We've got these 9 2-drops. You really want to play a 2-drop, then go score a point, use the ability of these 6 2-drops. Treasure Hunter and Traveling Merchant have movement abilities that give you value, and then you can use the Pyke Bloodharbor Ripper ability to bring them back safely, replay them in your base maybe, or get a gold. And building up gold is pretty nice with this deck because there's a lot of ways to spend power, and you really want to get to a huge amount of runes to have a good turn. And then Void Seeker is also another card that really hasn't seen much play since like set 1 Kaisa, but it's a pretty strong card. Like if your opponent has a Kaisa or a Vex or something sitting on a battlefield and you Void Seeker it, that's a pretty good exchange, especially if you can use gold to pay for the power cost. You get to draw a card. And then this deck also has 3 Starcrossed between the 2 in the main and 1 in the sideboard, and Starcrossed can kind of mimic the Bloodharbor Ripper ability to let you reuse Bewitching Spirit or Fizz or Ezreal over and over again. And it's especially strong with Fizz. You play Fizz, you reuse Starcrossed from your trash, and then replay Fizz again, use something else. And then this deck also has I guess an unusual collection of tricks. Like one way to think about this deck is sort of similar to the Ezreal Pack of Wonders deck with the Bewitching Spirits and Fizzes and stuff, but that Ezreal deck has their tricks are all damage and minus might, and this deck has well, it also has damage, but it has these plus might tricks with Cleave, Switcheroo, Blighted Battle Axe, and Rengar as their way to get through battlefields, which is a little different of an approach. And then we also have this top end of 2 Kaisa, 2 Ferris Forerunner, and 2 Mind Splitter as kind of big, impactful units to play. And Mind Splitter especially is kind of funny because a lot of the games where you like chip down their hand with Bewitching Spirit, and then like later you play Mind Splitter and they just have one card in hand or whatever, so it's just a big Bewitching Spirit. But having a big 7 might unit around when your opponent has no cards in hand is really nice, especially with cards like Cleave and Battle Axe that can help the Mind Splitter get over a big hold and just totally survive. That's really good value. And then, yeah, one other interesting thing about the way this deck is constructed is that almost all of the cards are 2-ofs. The only 3-ofs are the 2-drops, the Falling Star, the Void Seeker, and the Bewitching Spirit. And those are all like the most important things in the deck, and then the rest are kind of different situational cards that you want at different times. And with the card selection provided by the stacked decks, the Traveling Merchants and the Kaisas and Void Seekers to a lesser extent, you'll get to see a lot of cards, and you'll get to get rid of the ones that you don't need and keep the ones that you do need. So that's a nice aspect of this. And then, yeah, the battlefields, we've got Aspirant's Climb to make the game go a little longer. That's really nice when, you know, you just need some time to set up your Bewitching Spirit loop and whatnot. We have the Forbidding Waste, which is cool because your opponent presumably is going to have to conquer it and stay there, and then when you conquer it, you can use your Bloodharbor Ripper to get out and not have to suffer the -2. And then Ripper's Bay, if you use Bloodharbor Ripper to bounce something off that, then you get to get an extra rune, which is really nice for this deck, and it's pretty hard for other decks to use. So yeah, that's about it. Let's get to the games. All right, here for match 1 with Pyke, and we've got Master Yi, one of the most popular and best decks, so this will be a good test. I have Ripper's Bay, they have Seat of Power, and I'm going first. So I need a 2-drop. Don't have one. So I got a mulligan 2 cards. I think I should keep Falling Star. Seems like a really efficient way to deal with Master Yi's stuff. I'm not planning to use it right away, but seems like it'll be good. And then I think the Ferris Forerunner is worth keeping over the Ezreal. I don't want to play the Ezreal early, and the Cleave is both like it's gonna let them use the Master Yi ability, unlike Falling Star, and also I have no unit to play it on, so both of those aspects are pretty bad. So I'm just gonna do this and hope I draw a 2-drop. All right, nice. I drew a million 2-drops. Let's get the gold going. That seems like the most important one. All right, so let's do this, get gold, and then I'm gonna play Treasure or Tide Turner, get another gold. And then I could either play Traveling Merchant or I could return my thing and get an extra rune. So yeah, I don't actually know what I should do. I think I'm just gonna return my guy and get a rune, because like this way I'll have enough gold basically for the rest of the game. And I'll have a little bit of extra runes, and I don't care if the Scuttle Crab goes to Ripper's Bay versus going to Seat of Power. That seems like it doesn't matter much. I think next turn I probably just want to play my Ferris Forerunner. And I can even go to the empty battlefield with Treasure Hunter and use the Bloodharbor Ripper as well. Or I could hide the Tide Turner, actually. to get the Ferris Forerunner. Or I could just go to a battlefield, play Ferris Forerunner to the battlefield, and then Bloodharbor Ripper. What is this? Oh, they're Rengar is what it is. So okay, so if they Rengar, I would be able to kill it with Falling Star, but that would be somewhat annoying. Uh, because it would mean I can't play Ferris Forerunner. So I think I actually just play Forerunner and pass. So it's not ideal. I don't get to score my point. I don't get to use my Bloodharbor Ripper, but it'll waste 5 of their mana, which is a pretty big deal. And then I don't exactly have a great plan for the Rengar. I'm probably going to have to let it score a point and then Falling Star it. Okay, they don't have it up this time. Okay, interesting. Okay. So now they can use Zonia's on Master Yi, which would trade with the Forerunner. That's not ideal. I kind of wish I had that cleave back. Oh, switcheroo is kind of nice. That's going to be my answer to Rengar, I think. Um, so for now, I could just go to Ripper's Bay, then maybe play Bewitching Spirit to Ripper's Bay, return it, get another rune, and play it again. Or maybe play one of my different units because I don't really want my Bewitching Spirit to die to Charm. So 3 for this, 1 for Pyke, 1 for an extra rune, and then I have 4 up still. I could play Traveling Merchant and hold up Switcheroo. That seems kind of fine. Maybe leaving up Switcheroo is kind of pointless, actually. I don't know if I should have done that. Because if they go like Rengar on guard over here and I Switcheroo, then they have Zhonya's and they save Rengar. But then I have my Falling Star, so I guess it's kind of fine. Okay, they just want to trade. Oh, okay, so that's fine. Hmm. Okay, so uh, I have 12 runes and 3 gold. I probably want to start playing some of my Falling Stars and whatnot, but um, the like if I Falling Star the Rengar and they on guard it, then I'll Falling Star again, hit the Rengar and the first mate. And then if they on guard it again or discipline, that's kind of really bad. So maybe I don't want to do that just yet. Maybe it's better to um, uh, do the Bewitching Spirit thing a few more times. Um, so we go here and discard Tide Turner. Oh, Mind Splitter is nice. Now I can check whether the coast is clear. Hello. Okay, score point. And then, yeah, now that I drew Mind Splitter, yeah, I want to just play the Mind Splitter. I could play it to a battlefield. Um, to kind of guard this traveling merchant. It doesn't seem that bad. I guess, sorry, before I do this, I think I will actually see what I draw off Seat of Power as well. So let's get another gold. Okay, and then draw a card. Okay, Fizz. Fizz can replay a Falling Star. I don't know. Maybe I'll just play the Mind Splitter in my base. I don't really need those guys to live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm gonna recycle runes because I want to make sure I have 2 runes to channel. Okay, so they're going to use their discipline. Yep, that makes sense. Punch first, on guard. Sabotage, Zonia's, and Lonely Poro. So, okay, if I take... Oh, on guard only gives +1, actually. I'm realizing that now. So I don't even need to take on guard. I can just do my 2 falling stars to kill the Rengar and the first mate. Oh, I guess on guard could save first mate in that case. That would be a little annoying. And then sabotage can hit my switcheroo, but I could just hide it. So I could do falling star, so take on guard, falling star, first mate, and Rengar, falling star, Rengar, Rengar. That'll kill everything except Master Yi, and then then I can hide switcheroo on Seat of Power and return Traveling Merchant with Bloodharbor Ripper. That seems like a pretty good turn. Or I could just let them on guard to save the first mate. And then take something else, maybe Zonia's. Or even I could falling star these two twice each. It doesn't really work. I think I'll just take the on guard and kill more of their stuff. So I use 2 gold, falling star, this guy and this guy, and then falling star again. And now, I guess another option would be put a mech on each battlefield, and then Master you can't actually conquer without using punch first. But then I don't, well, actually have a kind of reasonable setup, but the switcheroo thing is kind of nice too. Okay, so I'm gonna hide the switcheroo, shuffle my hand. Hide a card and use this thing, get a gold, and this can be revealed. Pass. Pretty good turn. All right. Guess I could have hid Pyke over here too. I didn't think about that, but maybe that would have been sensible. Oh, this is annoying. Alright, well, I have no choice but to use Switcheroo. And they're going to use their punch first. Okay. Fair. They draw one from Seat of Power. And then they're going to hide Zonia's with Master Yi. Sure, that's reasonable. And now I think my Bewitching Spirit is going to have to knock this card out of their hand before I do anything. But I should be able to kill all their creatures. Oh, another hidden card. Okay, well, that's a little uncomfortable. But at least I know that Mind Splitter can take down Master Yi here. So let's start with that. So now I don't know if this is back off or Zonia's or I don't even know what else it could be, but I could go accelerate Pyke and everybody goes in here. Or I could just do Falling Star, hit the Poro and the first mate. Because if I kill the Poro, I don't really have a good second Falling Star target. So let's start with this. So Fizz, I use 1 rune and 2 gold to play Falling Star. 1 on the Poro, 1 on the first mate. Oh shit, okay, so they're gonna save first mate with that. Oh. Oh, I see, okay, they respond to the death knell, okay, sure. So you draw a card. Then I'm gonna kill that card with my Bewitching Spirit. Let's play this here. And then do this, draw a card. Oh, Void Seeker, okay, that's not bad. This mech here. I think hiding Tide Turner makes sense. And then pick up this Bewitching Spirit. I don't want that to die. I want to be able to use that next turn. So yeah, let's hide Tide Turner here. And then I guess just pass with Void Seeker. Oh, I could hide Pyke actually. Yeah, let me hide Pyke too. Now it should be pretty safe. Okay, GG. Starting a new game, and we are sideboarding. My opponent's going first. Star-Crossed, I don't know if this is good. Kha'Zix is definitely good. I'm sure I want that. So it's like kind of weak against Rengar. Yeah, and they don't really have many more expensive units than that. So I think it's like kind of okay to have some Star-Crossed, but I probably don't need to go up to 3. I think maybe I just cut a couple of 2-drops because I'm going second. One Traveling Merchant, one Treasure Hunter, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I should keep Treasure Hunter. I'll try it like this. Hard Bargain, I think, like, it's kind of good against Punch First decks, like, in general, but the problem with Master Yi is that after the first couple of turns, they don't really, like, tap low for development plays. So, like, a lot of times they'll just have 6 runes up or whatever when they punch first. So I don't think Hard Bargain is that reliable. I'd rather just not use it. All right, here I have Aspirant's Climb going second. And okay, I have a unit. I have a Falling Star. Kai'Sa's not bad. Stack deck I definitely can keep because I can just play that turn 1 alongside my Tide Turner. So I think it's either Mulligan Kai'Sa or keep everything. And I think I just keep. Because Kai'Sa is a decent turn 2 play. I don't have Bewitching Spirit, which is a little annoying, but maybe I should have mulliganed 2 cards because of that. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I think Kha'Zix is what I want. That seems like a really good card in the matchup. And then I'll just play my Tide Turner. Yeah, so now let's see. Do they develop Master Yi or do they... Okay, they're trying to reinforce this thing. So if I want, I can just go here with Kha'Zix. It's kind of tempting to Falling Star these two, but I don't actually have... I guess I could accelerate Pyke. No, I don't have enough red for that, actually. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so I could hit the Scuttle Crab and the Poro with Falling Star, and then put Tide Turner on the Grove. That seems like it could work. I'm going a little low on runes, which is something I don't like. Maybe I should just like play Kai'Sa and chill for a second and then like develop my Mind Splitter. Yeah, hard to say. Could even like score this, get a gold, and then play Kai'Sa in my base. The problem is letting them get Grove going is pretty tough for me. I think getting the Kha'Zix on Grove is pretty helpful. I'll just try that. So now if I hide Pyke, that would play around Rengar, sort of, but it would cost me a lot. And if they just like Rengar here, it's a trade. If they go, these two both attack, then it's a tie, I guess. That's sort of annoying, but it's also kind of fine. Could bounce Kha'Zix for a gold, but I don't really want to. If they send both these to trade, that's fine. Oh, I have a point. Okay, that's pretty annoying. I wish I had hid the Pyke now. I'm gonna kill the Lonely Poro so they don't draw a card. And I'll try to use Falling Star probably to kill the other two and play Kaisa. You get a point. Okay, that's probably Zhonya's. Fizz. Does that do anything for me? I have a stack deck. I really would like to build up some more runes. So I can play my Mind Splitter, but letting them hold the Grove is such a disaster for a Mind Splitter type game plan. So Falling Star, they Zhonya's, then they have this and this. I play Kaisa, they score both sides, then I like Falling Star again. I'm never gonna get this Mind Splitter played. Could discard the Mind Splitter to Ezreal at some point. But yeah, I don't know. For now, Falling Star, this and this. And I'll play Kaisa. If they have a charm, it's going to be pretty tough. If I could peel a Void Seeker, that would help a lot. Okay, so I can kill the Grove with my Pyke plus Cleave. Uh, then I guess return Pyke to my hand and make it gold. Then they're gonna score to 6, and I'm gonna have no way to. I mean, I guess I could Pyke Cleave again. Yeah, or I could just go like Ezreal, discard Mind Splitter, Falling Star, Rengar, or Master Yi maybe. I think it probably has to be Rengar. I don't know. Maybe I can draw a Void Seeker off this. That would help a lot. No. So I can either play Fizz Falling Star going down to 2 runes, just kill Master Yi or Rengar. Or I could just develop the Spirit. they will draw a card from Grove, go to 6, probably bring everything back to their base, and then what do I do on the following turn? It seems pretty tough. I don't know. I'm not sure this makes any sense. I'm kind of lost here. Get rid of this Rengar. They have another Rengar. Okay, that's pretty tough. And now it's out of Falling Star range even. And they have Azonias. Alright, let's just go to game 3. So I want my 2-drops back in. I'm going first this time. Yeah, I still don't really want any of these other cards. Then, which of these cards should I cut? Maybe Kaisa is kind of weak, actually. Hard to conquer against them. And I have the Kha'Zix in the 4-drop slot now. I'm not sure this is sensible, but I'll try it. Alright, so I do have a 2-drop. I mean, I like all these cards. Yeah, I'll just keep. I don't know. Last time full keeping did not really pay off, but I have my 2-drop. I have these removal spells are great. And yeah, I don't have Bewitching Spirit. I'm not certain that I shouldn't just hard mull for Bewitching Spirit all the time, but wow, they don't have any units. That's good. So what can I do this turn? I can go to the dais, return my thing, and replay Traveling Merchant. That sounds good. And then that means I would get to play stack deck. And I guess I could choose to have a gold instead of a Sand Soldier. But given that they don't have any units, I think I'd rather have a Sand Soldier. So I think I want to see what I draw off this before I do anything too crazy. So let's just discard a Rengar. And then I'll pay for a Sand Soldier. And then I'll play stack deck. 1, 2, 3. There's the Bewitching Spirit. There's also a Switcheroo. I think I want the Spirit though. That seems quite good. These go to the bottom. And I even have a Starcross to go with the Spirit. It's pretty nice. Oh, Rengar, okay. That seems beatable. So I could go just Falling Star Rengar, go here, make a Sand Soldier, and play Bewitching Spirit. I think that's probably what I want to do. So let's start with Bewitching Spirit. All right, they discarded Scuttle Crab. And then, yeah, I'll Falling Star the Rengar. And then I'll go here. Discard. I'm not sure what I should discard. I think I'll just discard the Battle Axe. Conquer, A1, the Sand Soldier. And now we'll see if they have another Rengar. Oh god. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. So if I get 2 red runes, I can Falling Star again. If I get 2 purple runes, I'm kind of in trouble. Okay, they just bring Rengar back. That's fine. I got 1 red rune. That's enough for me to just develop Ferris Forerunner. Ruin Runner, sure. Alright, so we know they have Rengar. I mean, presumably I want to score the dais and just sit there. And it's going to be like kind of annoying for them to get through. And then probably want to play somebody in my base, have Star Crossed up just in case. And I mean, I guess maybe what's going to happen is they'll play a pump spell on Ruin Runner and go here. And I won't be able to Void Secret or anything, which would be kind of annoying. But I'll get mechs. Not the end of the world. So, all right, let's go stack deck. Void Seeker, Switcheroo, Tide Turner. I think I kind of need another unit here. So I could score, play. I guess I could play Tide Turner and then Pyke it. That seems okay. This can let me get some gold going. I'm gonna need gold to play all these Falling Stars for sure, and then just play my Traveling Merchant. Sorry, what did they take? Okay, so Starcrossed is on the bottom. And Ruin Runner is scoring over here. That makes sense. And another Ruin Runner. Okay, so if I want to get rid of this thing, then what I'm going to have to do is, well, it's tough. Like, if they have Punch first, then the only thing that would work is to accelerate Pyke and send everybody here, which would be kind of horrific, especially because if they don't have anything, or they don't want to use anything, they just say okay, and Pyke and Traveling Merchant both die, and I have just Ferris Forerunner, which I guess then I could do the Tide Turner trick again. So maybe that's not that bad. But I kind of want to get some hand fixing. Like, I don't need all these falling stars. I mean, I could, if I do this, I could just discard falling star and then see what happens. If they punch first, would be 12. That would be a trade against everything, which I would be fine with. I would get max. Really would like to find a Mind Splitter or a Bewitching Spirit at some point soon, though. Okay, I'm going to just do this so that I can fix my hand a little bit. Let their Ruin Runner sit there for a minute. Oh, that's good. So now this plus Kha'Zix is 12. That's a much better 12. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to just do that. I'll use gold. I know one of their cards is Rengar. Okay, I go to 5. And then I'm happy to just leave this here, let them use some kind of resource to go over it. Then the question is, what do I do with Tide Turner and Traveling Merchant? So I could like save the Tide Turner, just bounce the Traveling Merchant and play it back in my base. Or I could play the Tide Turner, swap the Traveling Merchant, exchange one of these cards. I don't know what it should be. Probably Void Seeker, I guess, has to go. And then replay the Traveling Merchant, or replay the, well, I don't have to replay anything really. Tide Turner is kind of nice to have in my hand. All right, let's try this. Okay, that's not bad. So not, I can't really use it right now, I guess. So yeah, I think I pick up Tide Turner, get a gold, and then I don't know if I hide a card or not. I could hide Pyke here, and then I would have 10. Could have had Tide Turner, and then I would have 8. Uh, Either way is not super inspiring. It's like a little annoying if they go on guard, kill your thing, but it's not the end of the world. I think I just I mean, I could also just play Tide Turner in my base, just have an extra unit. Extra something to Starcrossed with, maybe. I mean, I also kind of want to discard it, is the thing. Okay, I think I need to just get a unit in play, though. That's a tough turn. I don't really know what I should have done. Yeah, so they do have the on guard. That's fine. They get mechs. I like having the Starcrossed here as a way to just waste some of their time when they replay their Rengar, but they are kind of building up enough runes where they can play it twice in a turn, which is going to make the Starcross go bad. And I like that my opponent got rid of my Starcross, and then I have the Starcross I drew after. Oh, that's good. Okay, Mind Splitter is really nice. All right, let's just play Mind Splitter and then see what they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like a 1 and a gold. Okay, Rengar, Punch First, and Pit Rookie. So if I take Punch First, then I can freely kill this guy. And I could even Falling Star the thing in the back. I could score to 7, and then they would just have Rengar. Or I could... Yeah, if I don't take Punch First, I can't take the Emperor's Deus right now. So yeah, let's say I take Punch First, I kill both their units, then I'm at 7, they have Rengar, but they need to top deck a second Rengar. Which that would be the third Rengar, so they only have one of those in their deck. First Mate would allow Pit Rookie to attack, but maybe I can make sure I can hold against Pit Rookie. So so now I guess I should do my Traveling Merchant. So what am I going to discard? I think probably Ezreal, because I want the Starcrossed for next turn. If they do go double Rengar, I'm probably going to need it. So let's discard Ezreal. Oh, there's Kha'Zix. That's nice. 6. But I think I still want to use Falling Star this turn. So let's go 8 here to 7. They kill the mechs. Kind of what I was hoping they would do, because then I can conquer to 7, pay 1, get a Sand Soldier. And then I have Tide Turner that I can hide. And yeah, I still want a Falling Star Master Yi, I'm pretty sure. And then hide Pyke here. So that'll be 6. And hide Tide Turner over here. Go. GG. All right, we got one. That's 1-0 for Pyke. Beating Master Yi, the best deck at the moment, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I mean, I liked how the games played out. They were definitely a little confusing, but yeah, we got the win, and that'll do it for match 1. I'll see you for match 2. I want to tell you about Breach the Bay 2, a Riftbound Team Trios event hosted by Merlion Games in San Mateo, California. The event is happening August 22nd and 23rd, and it's got $15,000 guaranteed in the prize pool. To participate, you and 2 friends will have to bring 3 decks that span all 6 domains. You'll need to use 9 unique battlefields among the 3 decks. You'll be paired against an opposing team, and all 3 of you will play matches at the same time. The team that wins 2 of the 3 matches will win the round. During the match, you'll be able to communicate with your teammates, so it'll be a collaborative experience. Building a full lineup is a little tricky, and that's why there's this awesome team builder utility on the Breach the Bay website. If I know I want to be playing Rengar in the event, I just click on Rengar, and now I can see all the possible partners that I can play with. Let's say I have a friend who plays Diana. Now I can see we need a green-yellow deck to go with it. And luckily we've got a friend who plays Azir. Boom, that's a lineup. Riftbound isn't the only thing going on that weekend. There's also a big Magic event, CEDH tournament. There's also many side events and a whole bunch of prizes. 25K guaranteed for the Magic event, 15K for the Riftbound event, 3K, 3K, 1K, 1K. Look at all this money you can win. There will be vendors at the event for you to get all the cards you need and sell all the ones you don't. And there will be a huge collection of talented artists at the event as well. Look at all this beautiful art. You can get cards signed. You can buy prints. And then look, we've got some community artists as well. And more to be announced at some point soon. Thanks to Merlion Games for sponsoring this content, and now back to the video. Alright, we're here for match 2, and I've got Irelia as my opponent this time. They have Abandoned Hall, we have Ripper's Bay, they're going first. I haven't played this matchup yet. Imagine I want to mulligan 2 of these cards, and I probably want to keep stacked decks. So the question is, I think mostly the question is, should I prefer Falling Star or Voidseeker? I think I'm going to go Falling Star and kind of hope to get a good spot to use it, although I'm really not sure that I will, and I could definitely imagine that it's correct to even keep the Forerunner, but this is where I'm going to start. Okay, Starcrossed is probably good. Okay, surely Bewitching Spirit is good. I can use that to clear the way of their pump spells and then maybe get my Falling Star to work. Okay, so they gave me Ripper's Bay to stay on Abandoned Hall. That's interesting. So I think I want to be on Ripper's Bay. So now my question is, should I go here with Tide Turner, then play Spirit, then bounce the Spirit to get kind of an extra Spirit activation in the mix here? And I think I do want to do that. It's not like they'll have to use some kind of resource to get my Tide Turner. So I don't really mind hanging it. Oh. Okay, they just gust the Tide Turner. I guess that's reasonable. Oh, I can just get a rune anyways, so let me just do that. And then I'll just play the Spirit. Could play Kaisa instead, actually, but I think I want to get the Spirit going. They discard a Charm. I don't know. Oh. I guess they changed their mind. It's a little silly, but it's okay. I'll let them do it. Okay. So they have a Charm. They're probably going to use it to kill my Spirit. That is all right. Stellacorn. Okay, so I can now use Falling Star. If I double target the Stellacorn, it will definitely kill it, but then I'm missing out on some value. If I split, they'll probably use a pump spell on the Stellacorn, and then I'll be sad. It kind of sounds like I should double the Stellacorn. And then I'm going to also play Kaisa and Tide Turner to my base, I think. Seems like it ought to set me up reasonably well. They'll score a lot of points, but I have some decent stuff, and they're pretty low on cards. It's really important that I don't let the Stellacorn live. Yeah, okay, they got it. And then, yeah, Kaisa plus Tide Turner. Go. No! Oh, that's really bad. So now I'm in a bit of a pickle. Let's see if I can draw something off of this. Falling Star or a Fizz would be great. Bladed Battle Axe. Not exactly what the doctor ordered. So now, like, I want to just bounce the Stellacorn. Could just go like Starcross, Kaisa, and Stellacorn, get a rune, and replay Kaisa. But then my opponent's going to go to 6. Then I'm going to have to defend somehow. It's probably better for me to use Starcrossed after they use some spells. Don't really like my position very much here, but I'm not sure what I can do about it really. I can play Battle Axe and equip Tide Turner now, and then it's pretty inconvenient for them to go to either side. And then maybe Starcross can do something. Yeah, I think that's about all I can do. So this is offering just to kill my Tide Turner. And I mean, there's not a great need to even bounce the Stellacorn right now. I can just kill it next turn. Okay. Let's let that resolve. So it's now 6-4. So I could play Rengar if I don't want to play Starcrossed. And then they would have to play another trick. And then I could maybe go kill their thing with my Pyke next turn. I don't know. It seems like it could work. It's not a perfect plan, but I'm a little lost. Okay, so now I don't know if they're going to be able to get my Kaisa or not. What? Okay. They have a Defy, so if I had Star-Crossed, that wouldn't have worked either. Kaisa is now dead, so it's going to have to be like Pyke kills both sides somehow. I'm low on red runes, but I'm going to get at least one more. Wait, what? Okay, so they thought this was like Emperor's Deus, but it is not. You have to have a reason why your thing got returned. Okay. This is feeling pretty doomed. I know my opponent's last card is Defy, though, which is kind of fine. I don't know if I have enough runes for everything I want to do. Okay, so it is Defy in hand. So this is unfortunately going to be able to get their Irelia into play next turn. And I hit my last purple rune. Okay, that's not good. Because I won't be able to equip the Battle Axe. So, oh, I can hit a red rune off of this. Let's see. Can I afford all that? 3 for Pyke, 1 for Bloodharbor Ripper, 1 for getting an extra rune, and then 3 more for Pyke, and then I won't have enough to equip. So I'm not going to be able to equip Battle Axe, so that means well, it's not good, I'll tell you that much. So I mean, I'm not dead on board. Yeah, the Battle Axe doesn't even really do much for me. So my plan is accelerate Pyke, go kill this thing, Scuttle Crab, return Pyke, get a rune, play Pyke again, go here, kill this Stellacorn. And then my Pyke is just sitting here. It's going to get eaten by their Irelia. Oh, I am dead. Yeah, Irelia plus Boots eats Pyke. This guy goes the other side. So that play does not work, and I think it means that I'm dead and I have nothing I can do. So let's just go to the next game. So I'll go first. Oop, I want sideboards to be allowed. All right, so Starcross seems good. Hard Bargain seems good. Thermo Beam. I don't know. This is like kind of legal to play against Irelia, but it's not super strong. It's really expensive. Bryn here definitely good against Irelia. Kha'Zix, I'm not sure. I could imagine putting that in. Let's see what we would want to take out. Ferris Forerunner doesn't seem great. Void Seeker is pretty bad, probably. Yeah, let's take out some of those. I mean, I'm not totally sure this is bad, but it seems a little bad. I mean, they'll have to play a pump spell, and then like Void Seeker will trade for a pump spell and draw a card. It's not that bad. Mind Splitter seems good. Is Kha'Zix better than Rengar? They're pretty similar. I want my 2-drops. Yeah, let's do Kha'Zix over Rengar. Kha'Zix seems like being able to defend is kind of nice against Irelia. This seems like a tough matchup, but I don't know. All right, so there's, I think these are both not very good. I mean, maybe I should keep the battle axe. I mean, yeah, maybe the battle axe can like force them to use pump spells a bunch of different times. I don't know. All right, so I'll play Tide Turner. They played a Tide Turner. I'm going to go here. And then I have the same question from last time as if I should play the spirit to the battlefield and bounce the spirit, or bounce the Tide Turn and play the spirit at my base. And I think I'd rather just not be on a battlefield next turn. I mean, I might lose my spirit to charm again, but seems nice to not give them an opportunity to use a discipline or whatever. And I have the battle axe, so I can make a good conquer next turn potentially. Wow, nothing? So I don't know exactly what this means, but I'm pretty sure it means I don't want to go fight against this Tide Turner right now. So, I mean, ideally, I'd like to just bounce my spirit again. So let's try this. They might do some kind of ride the wind shenanigan, but I have pretty good play against that. So let's just see what happens here. So bounce this, get a gold. I'll play this. I discard Gust. And I can play my Tide Turner. Or I could play Falling Star. I think I'm happy to just develop Tide Turner. It seems useful enough. A lot of wasted runes from them. Okay, there's Irelia. There's Fizz. So I could just like Falling Star the Irelia and then Fizz Falling Star. That would be something. I'm doing all right on points right now, which is interesting. So if I did that Falling Star play, that would cost me like 1,000 runes. I don't think I can really do that right now. But I can keep chipping away at their hand, score a couple of points, and maybe use Star-Crossed on Irelia at some point. Let's go here. And return it. And play it again. The boots hits the bin. So now I could try to Starcross the Irelia, or I could just like develop Blighted Battle Axe. I think I like that a little more. Just like just waiting a little bit before I spend all my runes makes sense. Like it's much harder for my opponent to develop because of how like much their hand is dying. This is going to draw them a card though, which is annoying. But now Irelia is sitting here. I can attack it with the Battle Axe and then do some shit to it. Oh, Kha'Zix. So I could make a pretty substantial play against this Irelia. I could also go into the Tide Turner on Forbidding Wastes. And then if some shit happens, I can Starcross the Irelia and get out, or play Kha'Zix over here. So let's. I don't know if I should equip the axe first, is the question. Probably if I equip the axe, they're just going to let me have it. And like I'm kind of down for them to fight it a little bit. But if they just play like one discipline, it's pretty inconvenient. So, all right, I guess I will equip the axe. So I can remove it pretty easily. So let's just do this. All right, so then I want to just bounce this thing again. And then now I can move the axe to the Tide Turner, go in, see what they do, play Kha'Zix. They'll do some more stuff, and then I Starcrossed. Seems like it might work. All right. So they paid the iron price with the Blade Dancer. So they're now 8, I am 4. So I can still play Kha'Zix. And then they'll have to play something else. And then if they have a Defy for my Starcross, kind of in trouble. So alternatively, I could just let this go, lose my Tide Turner, and maybe develop Bewitching Spirit and Kha'Zix. That doesn't sound that bad. They discarded what? Not so fast, okay. And then I will just play Kha'Zix. Oh, that's fucking annoying. Okay. All right, so this is 5. I can go in with Kha'Zix for 10. And then they'll probably play Defiant Dance, use Blade Dancer, and then I can Star-Crossed. All right, yeah, let's start there. Recycling instead of using a gold because I already have 12 runes. So you want to make sure you have 2 runes to channel next turn. Oh, they're also -2 defending here, so that's nice. So it's 10-3. Okay, so they just let the Guardian Angel go. That's interesting. So now this is 4 now. So I can go with the Spirit, bounce it, replay it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have 7 runes left. Could do Falling Star, Fizz. And I don't really mind losing a bunch of runes if I can actually kill Irelia, but maybe better to Star-Crossed it. My opponent is at 6 points, so I really need to actually do something this turn. All right, let's score this point. That seems worth doing. Okay, 6. Then problem is the Star-Crossed is a lot nicer next turn, or like on their turn, because I can't use Falling Star or Fizz on their turn, but I can use Star-Crossed. So I'd rather use Falling Star and Fizz now. So 1, 2. So the Blade Dancer's tapped. So one on guard puts us up to 7. Another one puts it up to 10. They have to have 3 pump spells to save it from double Falling Star. Or they could just have Not So Fast. But I could play around 3 pump spells by bouncing Bewitching Spirit. I wonder if that's worth doing. It's going to tap me out of Starcross, though. I don't really love that. Because right now, Falling Star Fizz costs 5 energy and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. So I would have 5 runes up on their turn if I do all that. All right, let's just play Falling Star and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, and a gold Falling Star. Floating one. That is annoying. So what if I hard bargain, make them pay 4? Then I could still do Fizz Falling Star for another 5 power. Seems like I miscounted the power before. Yeah, or I could just let this happen, then Falling Star again and see what happens. And then I would have Star-Crossed up. So if they pay for the hard bargain, this will definitely work. I guess I'm going to go for it. I don't know. They could also defy hard bargain. Or, sorry. I have a floating rune. Or floating energy, so I don't need to tap that many. Yeah, so they do have defy. Okay. That's fine. So then still thinking. So I could use Starcross now. Well, they only have 1 card left. And if their last card is defy, then fuck me, but if their last card is a pump spell, then like it's not that bad, right? Like I could even just hide Pyke here. And then this defends for like 14. It's not going to be easy for them to get to 14, even with some pump spells. But if I don't have a unit in the back, that's inconvenient too. Or sorry, I would have this here because I'm not. Or wait, sorry, no, I'm proposing playing Starcross now. So this would be in my hand. I would have stuff here. If they can crack this, I'm in trouble. If they can kill Pyke, I'm also in trouble. Well, not if they kill Pyke while losing Irelia. Okay, I think I will use Starcrossed actually. That seems a little better. So I need to pay 2 power for that. Now if they defy this, that's gonna really suck. But I do still have the hidden Pyke, so it's really not that bad. Not so fast. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't go for Falling Star at least. Okay, Discipline resolves. Okay, Falling Star resolves. Uh, Probably want to pick up the spirit because like they'll just go here. I guess let's see what we draw. If I draw a Tide Turner, I'd be pretty happy to hide it. No such luck. Kaisa's not bad though. An accelerate unit definitely could help me next turn. Yeah, and then I think I have to hide Pyke over here. And yeah, as I said, just return the spirit. That's gonna die. Go. Irelia is at 5 right now. Kha'Zix is 8. He's going to be 6, and then he's going to go back up to 8 if she attacks. So this battlefield is pretty comfortable. Next turn, I can go accelerate the Pyke, free up the battle axe by bouncing Kha'Zix, and then go over and play Kha'Zix. So it's not a bad situation. I can also fizz the Star-Crossed, which is a pretty big play. So if my opponent doesn't have enough to get over Kha'Zix plus Pyke, that's pretty good for me. If they drew a Tide Turner, they could go here, draw a card, play Tide Turner, go back, Blade Dancer, she's a 7. Then maybe they drew 2 Defiant Dances. So that would be 7 plus 10, 17, which is more than I have. I only have 14. So if they had that sequence, that would work. If one of the Defiant Dances was a On Guard or Discipline, that would also work. But that is a pretty specific combination, and these are all fresh cards. They use their last card last turn. So I think my chances are not that bad right now. Okay. Oh no. They want to charm Kha'Zix to my base. Okay, I'll reveal Pyke. There's no point in accelerating it. Oh, maybe there was a point in accelerating it. No, it didn't matter. Okay. Yep, I'm dead. That was a pretty good sequence. You don't have to apologize for playing your cards. But all right, yeah, it seems like this Irelia is a tough matchup. I don't know. The deflect is pretty annoying. It makes Falling Star a lot weaker. Maybe I shouldn't have Falling Star in my deck. But, I mean, Void Seeker is not really any better. But yeah, I hadn't played this one before, and it seems like there's probably some things I could do differently that would make it work better. I just need to, play a few times and figure out what that plan should be. But yeah, I mean, my opponent played well, and I maybe didn't play that well. I don't know. But anyways, that's match 2. Let's see you for match 3. Okay, we're here for match 3, and it looks like it's a doozy up against Sivir, presumably playing Dazzling Aurora. Not a deck I really enjoy playing against, but we'll see what we can do. Definitely don't know what my strategy should be here. It seems like I'm not going to be able to score points fast enough. So maybe something like a Mind Splitter would be in time. I'm going second, so I could play Mind Splitter on turn 3 if they don't have an Aurora out by then. That would be nice. Forerunner would be something that can survive the first Elder Dragon, but I feel like I'm not gonna be able to put on enough pressure where like I can kill them the turn after they Aurora. So I really need them to not be able to do the Aurora thing in order to have a chance, I think. So let me see what I can do there. Oh, Falling Star is not good. All right, looks like they're off to a pretty good start. All right, let's see if we can find that Mind Splitter. No, but I do have Star-Crossed. Okay, I forgot that Star-Crossed can fuck with Elder Dragons. So that's kind of nice. I don't know if I want Bewitching Spirit or second Star-Crossed. I mean, I'm not going to be able to remove the Aurora at all, so it really depends a lot on whether I will actually be able to kill them in time, but I'm not sure I really see how I could. But I'll take the Spirit. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to take Star-Crossed and just try to Star-Crossed all their Elder Dragons. They're going to have turn 3 Aurora anyways. It's brutal. All right. Good point. Make them discard a card. Sorry, what? They discarded an Angler Beast? Hello? Why is that in your deck? What if you hit it? Let's see what else my opponent has come up with. There might be some crazy stuff in there. Certainly not going to just be all Elder Dragons and one Angler Beast. There's 2 Flurry Blades. Yeah, there's the Elder Dragon. All right, this thing is dead. Okay, how do we win from here? Star-Cross this Elder Dragon, and then I don't know, it's going to come back down. Maybe I could Falling Star plus Fizz Falling Star it. Maybe once it's on a battlefield, I could Void Seeker plus Falling Star. I think this turn I'm probably just going to play the Forerunner. Could play the Forerunner and the Tide Turner, or I could play the stack deck. Guess I just play Tide Turner, then I have a chance to score 2 points next turn, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a gold. Go ahead. Okay, that's not good. Another Mind Splitter. Alright, this person has an unusual build, but they are really shitting on me. There's a Fizz, so I can do Fizz Starcrossed. They have 8 runes, so okay, imagine I go Fizz, bounce the Elder Dragon, or I guess I could go Falling Star, 2 to Elder Dragon, Falling Star, 2 to Mind Splitter, then go in with this, kill both of those. That actually sounds kind of good. And Falling Star, Fizz, and I could even accelerate Pyke and kill all 3 of these. Is that something I want to do? I don't know. I guess I'm going to play stack deck though. I'm not going to be able to use all my energy, so I might as well. Wow, switcheroo. Okay, that's big. So let's say I go in here, switcheroo this, that just kills 2 of those. If I also Falling Star this Mind Splitter, I think I kill all 3 with just the Tide Turner, because I'm 10, they are 2 plus 7 plus 1. Yeah. That seems nice. Alright, so 1, 2, Falling Star, 2 on Mind Splitter. Butcheroo this. Everybody's dead. Yeah, okay. Okay, great. Now what? Do I Fizz stack deck or do I save it? How many Mind Splitters can they really have? Surely they're going to hit Elder Dragon soon. I guess I could go here, then Fizz, stack deck, and bounce Fizz. That actually sounds really good. Okay, boom. Fizz. Stack deck. Void Seeker, Treasure Hunter, Mind Splitter. Mind Splitter seems okay. Just to be a big chungus. I mean, I can use Starcross plus Mind Splitter to get rid of an Elder Dragon that I bounce or something. It seems like I probably am going to have to work through all of their Elder Dragons one way or the other, so I should probably prepare for that. And then I'm going to use this and this. Get a gold. Bounce Fizz and get a rune. Pass. Well, this board looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Sabotage, that's not what you need. I've got all units. Mobilize, wow. And now I guess it's your last card, Catalyst. Invert? Oh my god, okay. That's pretty annoying. I wanted those cards. Oh, there's another Mind Splitter though, not bad. Losing the Fizz hurts, but such is life. Ah, there's the last rites. That's going to be a huge problem. Angler Beast. What on earth is going on? I can't believe... Okay. Yeah, so... I can't get rid of the Angler Beast. Yeah, I mean, this sucks. They're going to get Elder Dragon back. But maybe they just have so many other units in their deck they're going to keep hitting them. I don't know. Could play Mind Splitter here and then use the Pyke again. And then just back out. Sort of seems like I maybe have to do something like that. The alternative would be... I guess I could like accelerate Pyke to here to go to 4 points and then bounce the Pyke to my hand and go back with this and play some shitters. I mean, that's not that bad either. Getting a 4th point seems pretty useful. I guess I'll do it that way. Okay, bounce Pyke. Oh, sorry, I have to recycle a rune. Bring this back. Nope. Play 2 Traveling Merchants. All right, and now I can kill the Angler Beast if they put it on a battlefield with the last rites. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to kill the last rites. So I'm going to have to just contend with them playing a unit every turn for the rest of the game. Elder Dragon and Mind Splitter go to the bottom. Yep. They play their own Mind Splitter. That's unfortunate. It's going to make me regret not playing my Mind Splitter. Oh, they're playing it here, though? I can probably kill it. Another invert timelines. Wow, this person's deck is very unorthodox. Oh my god. There goes my Void Seeker. But now, I mean, I still... Oh, they have an Aurora trigger too. That's pretty rough. There's an Elder Dragon. Yeah, I think this is gonna be probably too much to handle. They're leaving the Forerunner. Oh, Rengar helps. So this is 14. So 6 plus 5 plus 3 is 14. And then I can score both sides and draw a card off of this. So that's sort of getting somewhere. And then if I could draw maybe a Fizz off of that, I might actually be able to win. So let's go here and play Rengar. And they just have Flurry of Blades, okay. Can't do much about that. Could have played Cleave first instead of Rengar. Okay. So now I guess Pyke plus Cleave goes left, kills something. And then go here. Draw. I go Rune. Guess I have to kill the Angler Beast or they're going to replay something out of their graveyard, huh? What do they have? Another Angler Beast? I mean, I guess I don't care that much about that, actually. Oh, well, it's going to be the Mind Splitter. Yeah, I have to kill Angler Beast so they can't replay Mind Splitter. And then I might as well... I probably should pick this up so it doesn't get eaten. I'm still feeling pretty doomed here. Oh, they used a gold for challenge, okay. Pack of Wonders. Want to replay the Mind Splitter? I'd probably do that if I was them, yeah. Looks like I'll be able to get to 6, but I probably won't score any more points after that. Alright. I think enough is enough. See if I can do better in the post-board games. Alright, so Starcross, yes. Thermobeam, yes. Hard bargain. You could imagine hard bargaining a catalyst or something, but it's not super plausible. But a lot of these cards are pretty bad. Falling Star is horrible. Void Seeker is horrible. I have 36 cards in my deck right now, so probably play the 2 hard bargains then. And then just play Kha'Zix as a unit I can put on a battlefield in response to Elder Dragon to maybe score a hold point. It's not inspiring, but I think it might be the best I've got. I could cut the Bladed Battle Axes too because of the Thermo Beams, but they might be okay. I mean, Cleave is also pretty horrible. Boy, this seems like a really tough matchup. Should I do Kha'Zix instead of a Cleave? I don't know. I'll try it. I have Aspirin's Climb in my deck too. That's pretty rough. So I need to win both sideboarded games, so I think it's probably better to use Aspirin's Climb on my going first game because basically none of these battlefields do anything, but this one actively hurts me, and I would rather be disadvantaged on the game where I'm going first and therefore have a slightly higher chance of winning, because since I need to win both games, I want to equalize the winning chances in both games in order to make the parlay more likely. So we're playing to 10 this game. All right. Well, I need a 2-drop. Should I keep Switcheroo? I don't know. I mean, all these cards are horrible. I'm just so lost. I don't know how you would ever win this matchup. But maybe I can discard their whole hand or something. Okay, there's a Treasure Hunter. That's perfect. Thermo Beam is not bad, but it's probably going to get sabotaged or mind splittered. I do have Starcrossed here as well. Oh, Tide Turner's not bad. So I could build up a bunch of gold, or I could start nuking their hand. So I could go Tide Turner, swap with this, and then Pyke the Tide Turner. That doesn't make a ton of sense, I would say. Okay, I think what I do is I discard one of their cards and bounce the Spirit, and the next turn I use Tide Turner to swing over and score 2 points. They discarded what? Baron Nashor. Okay, that's yet another unit that we haven't seen. Bounce the Spirit. Go. Okay. Hold. I will. Probably gonna want to bounce a spirit again, or I could hold up Star-Crossed. Up to 3. So if I go Spirit and bounce the Spirit, then they Elder Dragon and wipe me. I could go Spirit and bounce like Spirit here and bounce Treasure Hunter, so I have 2 guys on the same battlefield. Then they do threaten Sivir, which would be a little annoying. Yeah, or I could just hold up Star-Crossed. I'll have 8 runes next turn, so if they do Aurora and Elder Dragon, well, I'm gonna need to use Thermo Beam if they play Aurora as the thing. So that's uncomfortable. I wonder if I need to hide Pyke then, to make sure I score as many points as possible. Okay, they don't have it. That's good. That's a gear that I can kill, and I don't really care about it until they get Aurora going, so that's nice. No, Sabotage. Uh, yeah, I guess I can't do much about that. I can kill the other 2 cards in their hand next turn, though. That's pretty good. So I might actually win this game. Nah, Ezreal's not a bad draw. I'm not going to use it this turn, but what is the what did they just discard? Dazzling Aurora. Wait, how did they have that? Okay, I don't know where I'm playing this thing. I guess here. And then I'll bring this back to get a gold. Maybe this is unnecessary. Can bring this back as well. Yeah, and then Sivir has nowhere to go. That seems good. I guess that's not true. They have the last rights. So maybe this was a mistake. What? They drew Mind Splitter? They drew Aurora? Oh my god. Okay, that's tough. Hopefully they hit, I don't know, Angler Beast or whatever. Nope. There's 3 Failure Blades. That's good to know. Yeah, so I'm going to reveal Pyke. This is dead. This is dead. Hold to 6. So Thermo Beam. They know about all these switcheroos, so uh, so I want to play Thermo Beam and Ezreal, I guess, and then hold up switcheroo. Or I could, I guess, I don't need to be on a battlefield. I could go Pyke, use this, and then yeah, I don't need to hold up switcheroo in that case, so I can play Ezreal. Let's start with playing Ezreal. I'll discard Rengar. Mind Splitter and Bewitching Spirit, not the most useful cards I've ever seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thermo Beam. Float 2 power. Go here. Wait, it's... Yeah, because I'd rather have the Pyke in my hand is why I want to do it this way. So 7. Bounce Pyke. Gold. Go. Oh god, okay. Baron is here. I can't switcheroo that. But I can just score to 9 and then probably hold one side. It seems like it should be possible. I guess not exactly, because switcheroo. Okay, I see what I can do. So the problem is they can accelerate Sivir, and then each one of these guys kills one side, but I can hide Pyke next to Treasure Hunter, and then when I switcheroo whatever goes into the Treasure Hunter, it'll only be a 1, so it'll only be able to kill one of my 2 units that I have there. I mean, I could play more units at the other locations as well, but I don't know. Get a gold. Guess I can accelerate Kaisa for a discount with Ezreal, and then I can draw with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just do this. Draw and wait, how do I turn on the Baron Pit? I thought there was a... Oh, here it is. I just can't see it because of my background. There's a Kha'Zix. That's not a bad thing to see. So I think I want to bounce the Ezreal and replay it. And then that still leaves me with 4 runes open. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Use a purple. Discard. I think Bewitching Spirit. Draw 2. Another Thermo Beam. Just in case. Okay, and then I'll use a gold to hide Pyke. Visible by only you. Visible by only you. So I have to unhide all my hidden cards, or unreveal all my hidden cards, so they don't know which one I'm hiding. This over here. All right, go. I don't think I paid for my switcheroo's power cost. Did I? Okay, doesn't matter. GG. My opponent wants me to play faster. All right, I'm going to keep all of these the same. And I have to use Forbidding Waste now. All right, so we're playing to 8 this game. I'm going second. I have a 2-drop. I have a Thermo Beam. I think I probably mulligan the other 2 looking for Mind Splitter. All right, so should I play Treasure Hunter to get gold, or should I play Traveling Merchant to find Mind Splitter faster? I guess I should play Traveling Merchant. All right, so no turn 3 Aurora. So if I can find Mind Splitter, I will have time to take away the Aurora. I guess I discard Kha'Zix. And then play both my 2-drops. Okay, so yeah, just need to find that Mind Splitter. All right, there goes my Thermo Beam. That's not great. Do have the Star Cross, so I can avoid Elder Dragon related fates for a little while. Blighted Battle Axe. That's not super useful. I guess I can discard that. Ferris Forerunner. So if I play that, then I am getting Elder Dragoned a little bit. Oh. Flurry of Blades. Okay. I guess I don't mind that. Then I can just play Forerunner here, and then I'm not really getting that Elder Dragoned. It seems alright. Then I guess I might as well bounce the Traveling Merchant too. Baron. Okay. So if I had not bounced Traveling Merchant, then I'd be able to kill Baron. But as it sits, I'm not going to be able to do that. So there's nothing in there. This is pretty annoying. So I hold, play Pyke, score this, or bring back Pyke. Play this, and then leave up Starcross. That seems fine. Oh my god, okay. So this is at least a Starcross target. Oh, I guess they're going to play an Elder Dragon now, though. Oh, another Baron. That's going to be tough. I don't know if I can get through this. This is 14 and this is 16. I mean, I can maybe somehow hold one of the other battlefields, but doesn't really feel possible. I mean, I guess the switcheroo can deal with somebody. Not one of the Barons, of course. Fizz really needs a card it can cast. I guess I should just discard the Fizz. Or maybe I should... yeah, I should probably just discard Fizz. So let's go here, I guess. Discard Fizz. Okay, so that could take out one of the Barons, right? But it would cost me all my units. It's not my absolute favorite thing ever. It would be 3, 6, 10, 14. So yeah, I could take out the small Baron and lose everything. That seems like it might be worth doing on a turn where I'm threatening to win, but not right this second. So for now, I'll kill their hand. Challenge. And then is it worth it to score? Well, I think I might need the might. But I am gonna have to kill one of these Barons to make room for myself to actually have a battlefield to hold. And yeah, I'm gonna have to score 2 points on the turn where I do end up doing something, so I think I just pass. I star-cross the Elder Dragon. Yeah, this guy's dead. Okay, there goes that battle axe plan. So now how I'm gonna kill the Baron. I need them to like play an Elder Dragon onto a battlefield so I can switcheroo it. Another Baron? Come on. Now these are all 16. I think I'm dead. GG. All right, not a great showing for Pyke. If I drew down well, oh my god, I don't run down well. But that does seem like it would have been pretty good here. Yeah, the matches I've played with this deck before this video did not go like this. But yeah, facing up against a bunch of deflect stuff from Irelia and a bunch of untargetable stuff from this deck did not go great. So I don't know how I feel about that. I still think this deck might be good, but certainly you wouldn't think so if you had just watched this video and that's all you'd seen of it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I do better next time, and yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like these videos, and yeah, that'll help me. And I'll see you next time.